Let It Die Quiet, Chapter 2, from the Raven, Revenge, and the Reckoning. I needed a drink. Bad. Damn bad. It'd been 6 years since I rode into this town, but I still knew it. Knew how the streets went quiet after sundown. Knew how trouble sat still until you kicked up against it. There were men still hunting me. Some would recognize me, and some I just didn't want knowing who I was. Not after how I left here. So I pulled my coat tight, tied the bandana over my face, and eased my horse to the hitching rail outside the saloon. As I swung down, my boots crunched louder than I liked. That damn raven landed behind me. He'd been following me since her grave. I'd been thinking about putting a bullet in his worthless hide, but I couldn't bring myself to do it. Not yet. The saloon doors stood open, warm light spilling out into the cold. Piano was dead, voices low, a place waiting to get loud if the wrong word got said. I stepped up onto the boards, the floor creaked inside. A few faces turned and turned right back. I wasn't here to stir fire, just warm my hands and pour a stiff drink down my gullet. Through the open door, I saw a man on a stool near the end of the bar, hat low, boots polished, fingers wrapped loose around a glass, beady eyes watching everything. Didn't move, but he clocked me. I shouldered in and walked slow to the bar, laying my hands flat, palms down. Barkeep looked up from polishing a glass. "What'll it be?" he asked, eyes flickering over the bandana, then back to my eyes. "Rye," I said. He nodded once and poured. The man on the stool shifted, not much, but enough. Didn't look at me, but I felt the weight. Even with that, my mind wandered back to her, how she once stepped up to that saloon door right there and said my name, soft and low. I got up and left with her, just like always. Didn't say what she meant to me, just showed her best I could. Wasn't enough, I knew it even then. Now it's just me, my horse, and that damn bird, and I don't even like him. "You always drink alone, stranger?" came the voice to my left. I glanced, saw the man now, sharp, familiar, like a man remembering old debts. "Most folks don't make good company," I said. "You from around here?" "No, and I won't be staying." He looked back from his drink, but his mouth twitched like he was thinking hard. Then the stool scraped. "You look familiar," he said. "Knew a man who looked like you. Didn't end well for him." I let my coat shift, just enough to show the Colt in my shoulder holster. "Might have been me," I said. "Might have ended worse for you." He looked at me for the first time, long enough for the barkeep to exhale slow. "Let it be, Dan," the barkeep said under his breath. Dan stared, then turned back to his drink. Smart man. I downed the rye in one go. Didn't help, didn't hurt, it just burned. I left a coin on the bar, didn't say a word. As I stepped out onto the porch, the cold air grabbed me by the throat. The wind carried the smell of horses and smoke. The raven flapped once, settled on the rail, watching. I stared at him. He stared back. I thought maybe I'd hear her voice again, like before, but all that stirred was the wind and a loose shutter somewhere up the street. 6 years back, this is where I should have stayed. She asked me to, even pleaded. Said we could build something, raise chickens, tend a little stretch of land, live quiet. How I'd gotten in this awful mess, I wasn't certain. I wasn't made for quiet back then. Didn't know how I could bleed without a bullet in me. Thought I'd make it right later, but later never showed. I stepped off the porch and started walking. Just the sound of boots on dirt, past the old church, windows boarded, past the smithy, gone cold, past the stable where I first kissed her. That corner was still there, just older. She used to run her fingers through my hair like she was trying to smooth out the wild. I used to let her. She said my eyes scared her, said they looked like a storm waiting to break. She wasn't wrong. And now I'd come back to this place, not to fight, not to fix anything, just to bury something. I knew who that troublemaker in the bar was. His name was Dan Hobson. He'd been part of a crew I used to ride with back when we weren't much better than wolves ourselves. But there was trouble, and I had rode out. I hadn't seen him since. I wasn't proud to have ever associated with a killer like Dan. That part I never told anyone, not even her. I'd come here tonight to let all that go. I'd been thinking about putting this part of my life behind me. I didn't want blood spilled on the clean floor and me having to leave in a rush. I tipped my hat, pulled it low, and kept walking. And then far off in the hills it came, low at first, then rising. A low, slow howl, the old Lobo wolf crying into the night. The sound hung there high, stretched out like a grudge, and then fading into nothing. The town stood still behind me, lights flickering from the windows, casting slats of gold into the dust. No one out, no one watching, even a ghost passing through would have stepped quiet. I didn't stop, didn't look back, just walked on and let it die quiet.